Ladies and gentlemen, you are here at Gravity Throttle Racing, and it kind of looks like we're going to do some marble racing, but that will not happen this time as we have the Ultimate EVO 2.0, and my name is Aaron Tate.
Hey, and this is Richard Gere. And race fans, we're very happy to, well, it just got in front of our faces, but right there, you see Group 5 and 6. This is the halfway point. Take it away, Aaron.
Leading off Group 5 is going to be Jabo with Dog Squab Racing. And here we've got a newcomer, it's Sloppy Bear. Gray is driving. Warren Clutch, another new driver, with Last, not Fast, Last and Furious Racing. We've got Racer D with Team Racer D. That's kind of interesting. And then Spy Dude with Aces High Racing. Group 5 is about to begin.
Okay, race fans, one thing we don't talk about very often, but think about it. Let's say you are the builder, and now, after waiting weeks, you're about to watch Race 1, and you want to see your car finish, and you want to see it beat the competition. Spy Dude has the lead ahead of Jabo, and oh my goodness, he flipped over. I think he's trapped Jabo. Racer D, he spins his way around, but here comes Warren. Warren Clutch on the Joker lane as he comes out onto runway 3. Well ahead, he is losing control. Racer D's gonna, oh, what a gorgeous pass. He's first around the big U and down the scrambler. How's he gonna hold it together? He will. He'll take first. Warren in second, and Gray will come in third. Gray with Sloppy Bear.
Race fans, take a look at Aces High Racing. Watch Spy Dude. Oh, that's a spy trick, and I'm gonna give him a flame for that.
No, you can't do that. Flames are only for a good drift, Aaron.
All right, well, it's tough luck for Jabo, but for Racer D, he does manage to go forward. There won't be 3 extra points for that drift because he cartwheeled around, but it was pretty decent. And now, there is that gorgeous pass, as Richard alluded to, and after the first round of racing, we'll bring up the scores. Racer D adds 7, Warren Clutch with Fast and Furious adds 5, and Gray with Sloppy Bear adds 3.
Okay, folks, so the cars have rotated clockwise, and now Warren Clutch is closest to us. Jabo is in front of Gray. Now, again, think of yourself as a builder, and Jabo has no points because of his unfortunate accident into Spy Dude. Right now, Racer D is looking good. He's first onto the Joker lane. Nice pass there by Jabo. He has a beautiful drift, and that will be 3 extra points. Remember, fans, 3 extra points for a great drift, and 3 extra points if you cross the GTR logo. Jabo continues to stretch the lead over Warren. He spins around, but he's going to hold it together well. Hold it together well. Well, okay, that was the best I could do, and here comes Racer D in fourth.
Richard, you okay there?
Yes.
Let's begin with the instant replay, and we'll start with Racer D. Watch as he comes down the Joker lane and shimmies very hard. He loses his lead to Warren. Now there's a flame for 2 of the drivers. Jabo makes a nice pass over Spy Dude. Spy Dude still gets 3 points for a great drift, and another 3 for hitting that logo. There's a little bit of trouble with Warren, but he's maintaining second place ahead of Spy Dude. And here comes Racer D. None of the drivers are out of the competition. Let's bring up the score here as we watch Racer D hold it together. He's up to 19, but look how Jabo catapults himself with 10 more points, and Aces High, Spy Dude, adds 9 more.
Yeah, so suddenly now, the competition, the scoring is very tight. Race 3 is about to begin with Racer D closest to us. Warren Clutch is behind Gray on the outside. There's the green lights. Off we go. And Gray has the lead. There was a little bit of trouble in lanes 3 and 4. Now watch Jabo. He's first onto the Mesa Butte. He's drifting beautifully. There's a great drift by Gray. Jabo continues to hold the lead. I think he crossed over the logo too. He's got the lead. In second place is Gray. Third place and fourth place. Look at the battle going on behind Jabo. And it's great to see Jabo hold it together for first. Gray in second. Racer D in third. And Warren in fourth. Oh no, Spy Dude got caught in the snow.
Let's recap the third race. And again, great drifting by the drivers. Coming in, it's Gray just trying to sneak on by. And it looks like Jabo did cross the logo. Here comes Warren, and he manages to touch the logo as well for 3 points. So even though he twirled around and got backwards, it's always nice to take advantage of these extra points.
Look, that's 2 in a row for Jabo.
It is, and he took advantage of the extra points allowed too as the other drivers come through. And we'll start with Jabo, who adds 13 more points and is now up to 34. Look at Gray, he's at 24, and Lost and Furious.
Lost and Furious. Now that's funny. That's probably Warren's wife.
Richard, that's not very funny. And besides, your mother tells me that you get lost every week trying to get here to work.
That's not true. What are you doing, Aaron?
Well, hello, Aaron. How are you?
You called my mom?
Hello, Mrs. Gear. Would you say that your son Richard gets lost easily?
Richard is so directionally challenged. He couldn't even find his way to the bathroom when he was in middle school.
Mom.
Thank you, Mrs. Gear.
You boys have a good day.
Why'd you have to do that, Aaron?
Well, Richard, you actually did it to the fans. They missed the race. And here, we start off with kind of a crummy-looking drift by a couple of them, but Racer D, he enters the drift pad beautifully and avoids an accident. He gets a pumping flame.
Why did you do that, Aaron?
Because I can. And then he's gonna get another 3 points for crossing over the train logo. He's in second place, but watch Jabo pull out and just take care of business as he's ahead of all of them now. Around the big U, and Jabo's gonna come around. Oh, and that's why Spy Dude did not finish. So, adding 9 more points, Racer D has 31, but Jabo is in the lead with 41. We have one more race.
You know, folks, it was Jabo that was stuck behind Spy Dude in race 1. He couldn't finish, and now he's got 3 first-place finishes. He's closest to us. Spy Dude is behind Racer D. Don't forget, the drivers on lanes 1, 2, and 3, lanes 1 and 2, have an opportunity for extra points, but we saw Spy Dude spin around in the snow, and it looks like, oh no! And Racer D has died there right after the drift pad. Here comes Jabo trying to challenge, but he'd had a little problems down runway 3. And currently, Warren Clutch, he's coming through in the clutch backwards and added a little twirl. He'll take first. Jabo in second, and it's Gray with Sloppy Bear Racing in third. Oh yeah, there's Racer D. That is really unfortunate.
All right, race fans, are you tracking? Now watch here as Spy Dude tracks backwards, right in the snow. He's just bouncing a little too much. And what was a gorgeous drift by Racer D ended up in disaster for him. Kind of a worst case scenario, so folks, after the final race, Warren Clutch ends up with 33. But take a look at Jabo, who has 46 points.
I still can't believe you called my mom.
Let's go to a commercial break. All right, race fans, we're going to get right into Group 6. Leading off is Rob Ironfang Vexler with Lone Wolf Racing. Then we have Abby Normal with Abnormal Speed Racing. Jay Grams with Jay Grams Diecast Racing. And then a familiar face is Raw Sun God with Raw Sun God Racing. And finally, we have Summer Evan with Spirit of 64 Racing.
Folks, don't forget, these drivers are coming in with points accumulated from the drag racing that occurred at Polo Racing. Right now, Ironfang Vexler is behind Summer Evan. We have Raw Sun God, Jay Grams, and closest to us is a flipped over car. Oh my goodness, that was Abby Normal doing abnormal things on the racetrack. An overdrift by Raw Sun God, and whoa, look at that as the camera drone has to keep up with the mean green machine driven by Jay Grams. And he's making his way around the big U. There, I believe that was Raw Sun God in the back as Jay Grams takes the win. And there is Raw Sun God in second, and third place is going to go to Summer Evans.
Well, you know, Richard, the first race didn't start out too well for Abnormal Racing as Abby took the car and turtled it over right after the creek jump. Raw Sun God did manage to get his composure backwards, I guess, and there's Summer Evans. Now you'll see that both drivers missed the train, but there is no penalty for doing such. Jay Grams goes down the scrambler very nicely. In fact, all 3 drivers handle the scrambler with ease. Jay Grams has the lead with 19, and you see Raw Sun God with 18. Summer Evan has 17. Let's go to race 2.
Fans, keep in mind, we are stage 2 of 3. After all of the drivers have finished here at Shavano Mountain Raceway, they're moving on, and I'll tell you about it in just a moment. There were 2 green lights, but the drivers responded just fine. Raw Sun God has the lead going down the Joker lane. He looked very good. Summer Evans has the inside line, and he gets spun around. There's a little bit of a backup for the drivers on the drift pad. Meanwhile, Jay Grams has the lead around the big U with Raw Sun God, in second place, and there you go, 1 and 2. Look at that sub-23 time. That is fantastic. Are we going to see any other drivers? Yes, we are. And we've got Ironfang Vexler in third place. Wow.
I hope they show us what Oh, never mind.
Yeah, there's Abby Normal. Upside Down, and Summer Evan.
Race fans, things were looking great for Summer Evan in the blue, even though she, or he, got spun around at the exit of the drift. Oh, Lone Wolf Racing. Look at this. Over time, Lone Wolf Racing, that's Iron Fang, was able to keep the nose forward. And oh, now we see what happened to Abby Normal as well as Summer. You can see the issue, and Summer spins around. Iron Fang has to take part of the hill to get around. But Iron Fang Vexler pulls out the fangs and continues rolling. Jay Grams has the lead after 2 first-place finishes. It's good to see Iron Fang on the board.
Well, and folks, we brought this up at the top of the show here. Abby Normal, 2 races down, looking strong, but 2 DNFs. And she, we better make sure we get our genders correct here, is in lane 1, and she's got the lead right now. Ross Sun God is first down the Joker lane. And Abby has a great drift. Somehow, Iron Fang just got stuck on the Mesa Butte. And here comes Ross Sun God, followed by Abby Normal. And we're looking good so far, and we've got 3 finishers. And Spirit of 64 is short of the finish line.
This time, Abby Normal was able to put together a wonderful drift. There's a flame for Abby. And here we come over the logos. Just missing it is Jay Grams. Ross Sun God takes a really high ride over the Spoolheads corner, the tight right turn. And coming out of the tunnel now is Summer Evans. Now, Summer was not able to finish, as we all saw, but take a look at Abby Normal as she adds 8 points and is now up to 20. Let's go to race 4.
And folks, just to give you a little context too, right now the high score is Ram Raid Racing with 51. There's the green lights. You know, these cars are jumping over the creek jump quite well, and oh no, Jay Grams is flipped over. I think that's going to trap Ross Sun God. That's happened twice today. First to J-Bo and now to Ross Sun God as we're watching Abby Normal come down runway 3. I'm not sure if Abby was able to jump over a logo, but she will take first place. Good time. There's second place with Iron Fang, and Summer Evan takes third. Oh yeah, you can see where the damage was done.
Well, folks, let's take a look now. Watch carefully as they are making their way through the snow section. You'll see there are quite a few undulations, and just at the same spot as Spy Dude, it appears, Jay Grams flips over. There's a comfortable lead by Abby Normal. The other drivers are coming down the runway, and they look smooth as well. Summer Evans was not able to close the gap on Iron Fang. And again, a great show over the Scrambler. The scores range from 20 to 30 points, with Ross Sun God holding a 1-point lead. Let's now go to the final race.
Okay, fans, so if you look, in lanes 1 and 2, where Summer Evan, Raw, and Jay Grams are, they are the top 3 seeds in this group of 5. They're the ones that have an opportunity for extra points. Oh no! And we've got a crash already by Ross Sun God. Here comes Jay Grams. And he's going to bang and push his way around, but he is going to make it through and make it over the train jump. I think that here comes Abby. Oh, a little bit of tango dancing going on the runway, and Jay Grams has the lead as Abby is driving backwards now. They're just going to casually go down the Scrambler, and 2 drivers, that's it, are finishing the last race.
And race fans, Richard didn't talk about this during the race, but watch in the close lane as Rob Iron Fang Vexler gets to shimmying, and he ends up stopping right where Arlo is. And there we see Summer Evans' race comes to an end right behind Ross Sun God. Folks, with only 2 drivers finishing last race, Jay Grams finishes with 36, Abby Normal with 32, and Ross Sun God with 30.
Groups 5 and 6 have finished their race day here at Shavano Mountain Raceway, and now we see in yellow their scores integrated into the first 4 groups. We have 4 groups remaining. Who's up next? Well, it's groups 7 and 8. And if you look at the number 4 seed in Group 7, that is our own Speedball Herman.
Are you tracking?